This week.
Got a call from the Black Rose Mental Hospital in Craven Lane 11. Any of you nearby?
This is Adam Bernard. I'm almost at the scene.
Afterlife VR is an immersive, first-person horror game where you play as Adam Bernard, a young rookie police officer on a routine night patrol, who receives a call that will change his life forever. What's really lurking behind the door of a well-known mental hospital, where Adam's younger sister Allison was recently sent? Fight enemies with your firearm, or your psychokinetic powers, and uncover the secrets hidden deep within the Black Rose Mental Hospital walls, where most of the patients pose a threat to themselves and to others. So this is a complete side note, but it's interesting that over on Steam, the developers listed things that people might find disturbing in Afterlife VR. So cover your ears and eyes if you think any of this might be a spoiler. Ready? Okay, here we go. Afterlife VR contains scenes of violence and blood, shooting at enemies, jump scares, dead people and embryos, mutant animals, bloody clothes of characters, ghosts and dark characters, and depictions of suicide. For example, people hanging on ropes. Afterlife VR? You have my attention, sir. A few outlets were able to go hands-on with Firewall Ultra this week, and most of the reports came back pretty positive. All the obvious additions you'd hope to see are there, like dedicated servers, fast load times, and a best-of-3 setup that keeps you from having to return to the lobby after every single round. Now, among the new gameplay mechanics, the use of eye tracking will probably be one of the bigger ones, allowing you to blind your opponents using flashlights, closing your eyes to avoid the effects of a flash grenade, and simply staring at enemies once you've been downed to highlight them for your teammates. There's a lot of good stuff happening with Firewall Ultra right now, and the community of course also has a few concerns, so we'll keep you posted as First Contact Entertainment reveals more about their upcoming game.
Are you ready?
On May 11th, my most played Quest 2 game, Walkabout Minigolf, finally comes to PlayStation VR2. According to developer Mighty Coconut, it'll feature enhanced visuals, 8-player PvP, cross-play support, and of course, all courses will be available at launch. This week, developer Ramen VR outlined their next big update for Zenith, saying that we're thrilled to announce that one of the features we'll be introducing is PvP combat. We believe this feature will add a new layer of depth and excitement to Zenith. Players will now have the opportunity to test their skills against each other in a fun and engaging way. Alongside the highly anticipated PvP mode, we're excited to introduce the brand new Cyber Ninja class and a host of other thrilling additions. From player housing to resource harvesting and crafting, this patch has it all. Stay tuned, because the Skyward Summit update should be releasing sometime before the end of June at the latest.
I would rather die fighting than live in fear.
Speaking of updates, this week we got word that upcoming PSVR2 survival game Green Hell VR is getting a 4-player co-op update, along with 3 pieces of DLC. I've reached out to developer Incuvo to see if these updates will be available at the launch of the PSVR2 version, but so far we're still waiting to hear back. Regardless, these are some great updates to an already great game. I always hate being the bearer of bad news, but this one does need to be mentioned this week, so we can all deal with it, put it to bed, and move on together. This week, developer Media Molecule announced that they'll stop updating Dreams come September. Now, normally this wouldn't be a huge deal, because as is, Dreams is a brilliant game creation toolkit, and they're not shutting it down. You'll be able to keep making and sharing PS4 and PSVR games for the time being. But no more updates for Dreams means that we're never getting multiplayer support, and the game won't be updated for PlayStation 5. Or for PlayStation VR2. And that's a real shame, considering just how powerful the software was. We wish Media Molecule the best as they embark on their next adventure. Supermassive Games updated Switchback this week with a stability patch that addresses in-game crashes and improves overall stability of the game. The team has made great progress in identifying and developing fixes for reported graphical and performance issues, and they hope to share news of another update very soon. So this should fix any leaderboard bugs or crashes that you might have experienced, but not any of the graphical issues. Not yet, anyway. If you've been following the channel for the last few weeks, you know that I've got a love-hate relationship with KART. I absolutely love how much potential it has, and multiplayer can be really fun. But developer VRMonkey needs to work on the resolution and frame rate, not to mention add wheel support and a lot of new tracks. Well, the developers revealed this week that they're working on 3 new tracks that'll be coming to KART over the next few months. And while these screenshots show that they're obviously super early in development, it's a good sign that VRMonkey is working hard to improve this one.
Please respond.
Okay, so this one isn't so much real news as, I don't know, hope, I guess? But Perp Games this week put out a random tweet asking who'd like to see SAIRENTO come to PSVR2, to which SAIRENTO developer Mixed Realms replied, definitely something the team has been keeping in mind as we work on Hellsweeper VR, and then followed it up with a little winky face. Now, take from this what you will, but I've heard from multiple studios that they want to bring all their PSVR1, PCVR, and Quest games over to PSVR2. They just need to find time to do it, or outsource it to a competent port studio.
This is more than a race.
Every week, Amazing Game Cat and friend of the channel, Professor Lilith, organizes a multiplayer meetup to give some PSVR1 or PSVR2 games some love and attention. It happens every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and this week we'll be playing Sim Racer Gran Turismo 7, which coincidentally is 20% off on the PlayStation Store through April 26th. Now, there's always a good turnout for Gran Turismo 7, so make sure you get into Discord early so you can join a group and get into a lobby. And if you can't make today's meetup, don't worry, it happens every week at the same time, so make sure you click the link in the description below, join our Discord, and join us for the next one.
This week